Hi everyone, it's Obi Abuchi here with this week's Revolutionise Your Mental Game tip of the week. This week's tip is about playing a different game. I've coached and trained and worked with leaders all around the world. And I've come to this firm realization that there are only two games that leaders play. The first game is the ego game. And the ego game has 5 levels, but regardless of the level that you're at, it's ultimately driven by fear. It's driven by a fear that I won't be enough, a fear that I don't have what it takes, a fear that if not for my position, I just wouldn't be able to control people. And so it shows up in the way that leaders try to control circumstances and control situations and even control people. It only results in devastating consequences, and it limits your creativity, your resilience as a leader. The second game, however, is the service game. And the service game is driven by a different motivation altogether. It's driven by love, it's driven by a sense of purpose, it's driven by a connection to your deepest and best values. And when you're playing the service game, you're able to contribute and give and grow and build and develop those around you. When you're playing the service game, you ask the sort of questions like, how can I do the most good this week? How can I do the most good for my team? How can I do the most good for my customers? How can I do the most good for myself? How can I do the most good for my organization? How can I do the most good for my world? When you play that sort of game, you're asking those sorts of questions, it unleashes an energy, a motivation, a creativity in you that is hard to compete with. So, I want to encourage you this week, play the service game. Commit to playing the service game and no other game, and you'll find that you'll tap into an energy that is literally out of this world. So, have an incredible week ahead, and remember that if you want to be a purposeful, courageous, and resilient leader, it starts from the inside out.